There I am. Holy smokes. Welcome. I've tried this about 5 times this morning. I literally have been doing this since 8:15. And so the screen went blank, and then it said that I had to reboot it. So I rebooted my whole computer, started again, and went to come on, and holy, I couldn't get it on again. And then a different screen showed up and it looked different. And when it looked different, the girl who normally does my computer stuff wasn't here to fix it. And I'm going, what should I do? So I just started hitting buttons. So I found it. So I'm here, I'm live, and thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And I cannot believe that it took me so long to get on. I wonder if anyone else is having trouble. So let's get started. Mary Jane, let's get to, or Jana, how are you? And welcome, welcome. And I'm glad I was able to get on. This was my last shot at it because I thought if it's still gonna not let me get on, I'm gonna have to not go on today. So yay, I'm here. So welcome. I'll tap this thing so it doesn't keep making all kinds of flashy things. I hope you enjoyed all the cards yesterday. Boy, we had a lot of people. I ended up quite a few new people signed in, and I love doing that. And thank you all for that. So I'm just I'm discombobulated. Okay, here we go. I just gotta zone in. Okay, so Mary Jana, how are you? And your stone today. Your stone today is number 10. 10 is pure intellect and measure. And it's asking you to take a good hard look today inside. And how do you measure? What were your dreams when you were younger? And are you starting to fulfill those dreams, or have you taken a new path? But it's also asking, are you tucking away what you wanted, what your dreams are, to accommodate others, and you're putting your own dreams aside? Oh, my dreams don't matter. What I wanted to do doesn't matter as long as I'm fulfilling someone else's dreams or setting up to someone else's expectations of me. And it's saying to dig through that box of old dreams and start making something come alive, because you deserve to be wakened up by your dreams. You don't have to live through someone else's dreams all the time. And it's really, really calling you to re-look at what your old dreams were and start doing something to bring that alive. You're also sitting in each of the east of the great teachers. This is rage. Now, rage can be deciphered a few ways. One, you could get be a little bit charged today, a little bit on edge. I'm edgy and I'm snappy with people today, and that's okay when it happens. Just understand it's just part of the human experience, right? But feel the rage today. Allow it to come in. Do something. Maybe hit on a pillow or yell into a pillow and get that feelings out, because you're building up. You're like that coffee pot percolating, and you need a place to let the steam go. So give yourself an activity today that will help release the rage, or the I need to do something, and allow that. Maybe walk around the yard and stomp your feet. Do something to get that rage out of you. And it's asking for 2 cards today. So you are sitting in the eagle. Interesting enough that you're sitting in the eagle, but hold on, there's another one here popping in as well. You are also sitting in the vulnerability is power. So you're sitting in rage, right? And you're sitting in that pure intellect and measure. And when you're in pure intellect and measure, often you can walk around and you can feel like I'm in control, and I'm flying and I'm doing the things I need. I feel a little bit that I'm not in control, because I'm in control for someone else's nest. It's like this eagle is fulfilling, but is cleaning up someone else's mess instead of working on your own dream. And it's saying, please don't tuck your dreams away, and to have the faith to be vulnerable. And to be vulnerable is power. You haven't lost your power. You haven't lost it to someone else. That you need to reclaim your power, though, of being vulnerable and actually starting to allow your dream to start playing out, to be fulfilled. Okay, it's really important that we decipher that for you. Wow. And so, and Kat, good morning, Kat. It's been a morning, but I tell you, I've been trying since 8:15 to get on. And today everything went south. I don't know how other people, I had a few friends I've noticed on Facebook were saying that they were having trouble with their computers today. So it's one of those days. Anyway, today's sitting in number 3 for you, Kat. You're sitting at the south of the wheel. That is the emotions today. So you're allowing your emotions to flow. Feel all those emotions as they're coming in. They're important and they're teachers for you. But I would also take some time to reminisce. It's asking you to reminisce today. Oh, about there's around you. So there was, I think it's the cats that have passed on, to spend some time and reminisce about them and allow the tears to flow, because there's some doorways that need to close that you still have open. And it's asking you to, now's the time to let those doorways close, to let those emotions that were stirring around, you've been carrying for a while now, just allow them to have a different flow within you. But I do see some tears today, and I see some change inside. There seems to be a grieving process happening. Also celebrate your victory, and take a good hard look at all the victories in your home. Take a good hard look at where you are this point of your life, all the things you've done, and celebrate those victories along the way. You were a very tough soul, and you were a very you found ways to get around what you needed to do to, so that you could accomplish what you needed to accomplish, and celebrate that. And then grieve for the fact that you didn't choose an easy life. Grieve for that as well, but move forward, and do have some sort of a wrap up, either a ceremony or a prayer today, if you can drum, just for the other cats that have left your life. Ooh wee. Survivor, you are a survivor, absolutely. Okay, so let's go to, um, can I go to Debbie? Hi, Deb. How are you today? Debbie Miller. Um, it's interesting. It's interesting. This one here is coming up, and you're sitting with spirit today. So you're sitting with spirit. And spirit is the great teacher. So I pulled a great teacher stone, and now it's asking for, hold on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're sitting in 9, which is moon movement and energy. There's something going on with the moon today. I don't know the cycles of the moon. I don't follow them, but there's something big in the planetary systems that has changed today. And I don't know if it's a retrograde that has happened. There's something switched. And because of that, it's going to put you a little bit off kilter today. So know that your energy is going to be flying on this, and it's going to feel a little bit bumpy. It's almost like I've hit some turbulence today. Just allow that to happen and allow it to be, and then know that spirit's got your back. But you may be open to receive in that could be coming your way, and it could be coming your way in from a person who's kind of like one of those earth angels. They're going to give you that message that you were just waiting for, and you're going to get some good news today. So some news that you've been waiting for should happen at some point today. It is, it's saying, yeah. And you are the earth keeper. So know that you are that earth keeper. It's up to you to form. You're actually weaving together the family dynamics. You're weaving together the beautiful, beautiful, safe environment for others. So it's like, I'm weaving, and I'm becoming the container, the weaver of the container for whatever it is that's moving in. But your news today will be related to that. That's interesting. Let me know how that goes. And Deborah, you have a red circle with a D in it. So thank you, grandmother. Explain some of the random laughter episodes. Okay, there you go. Yeah, those butterflies in your stomach as you're going over a hill. I get it. So, okay, so Deborah with the red circle and the D, you are sitting in 15 today. 15 is it sits in the middle of the medicine wheel, and it is the collective consciousness of all humans. You might be a little overwhelmed with the outside chatter today. allow your voice to be heard first. So when you are out and about, be careful not to just fall into the flow. I'm just going to go with the flow because I don't want to create a kerfuffle. I don't want people to pay attention to me. I just want to kind of be sitting in the background. I'll just go with the flow. The flow isn't going to take you where you need to be today. You actually need to flow against the flow. So when everyone's doing something or saying something, or that energy is all going in one direction, and you feel pulled to a different direction, don't be afraid to speak up and say, you know what, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to do it this way. And use your voice today, and follow your own path. Don't follow the crowd. So it's asking you to trudge your own path today. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for you. You're also sitting in death. You're sitting in the death. Now, it's not a bad thing. So this is death and rebirth. So there's a change coming up. There's actually, which is probably what the flow meant. So when everyone's going and you're used to going one way, and you're getting I'm getting the pull to do something different, it just means that you are supposed to change up. So follow that instinct to, my gut tells me to do it a different way, even though I may have done it this way with everyone else before. I need to go in a different path. Now's the time to do that, because that new path is opening up for you. And you're also sitting in the rainmaker. Be that rainmaker and get out there and dance. Get out there and dance. And kick up the dirt, and kick up the snow, and kick up the rain, and actually get out there and move your feet, and be that rainmaker, and get out there and dance and rattle and sing, and really, really jive up your energies, because you're going to need more energy as you're walking this path. As you're walking this new path, is going to require a different type of energy for you to get going on it, because you want to be excited about it so you can really dance your way into this. It's going to be a fun one, though. I think it's going to be pretty wild for you. Rising Hawk Tarot, good morning, Kim. And how's 7:30 going for you? So Kim started doing her stone readings early as an experiment. So I hope it's going really well. I've just been dragging, not getting out of bed very, very easy in the mornings. So you're sitting in number 3. Number 3 is, of course, the plants, and that sits at the south of the wheel. But it's also your birth animals giving you a little bit of a nudge today. Pay attention to me today. Do some talking to me. Maybe do some sort of a visual, so you think about me throughout the day, and actually speak with your birth animal. Your birth animal has something going on. Oh, you slept in this morning. So that birth animal's calling today, and that birth animal really wants some attention. It has something to share with you. So do something with your birth animal today. You're also doing the physical today, that physical movement, but the physical, I'm not sure if the physical as in your own body, but I think there's something movement today. So it's telling me movement is as opposed to physical. There's movement happening today, and it has something to do with your birth animal and the message that it's going to give you. It's going to require you to move in a direction, to move into, to create something, or to there's something happening in movement today. And only your birth animal is going to be able to tell you what that is, but it is going to require you to do something in response. So almost like homework from the birth animals today. And you're also sitting in explore your fullness. There's something missing. There's something missing. When you look inside right now, there's something going, you know what, this doesn't, geez, there's something missing. And this is going to be the answer to that missing piece. So really, really enjoy that journey with that birth animal, because it has that meaning of what is missing. What's that missing piece? Ooh, I can't wait to see what that is all about. And now we're with Jenna. Good morning. It's my birthday today. I would love to get a reading again. Absolutely. So Angela, and hello. And you know what? I don't know if you're the lady that was here the other day, but I will try to get that a better way to say your name. So you are sitting on number 5. Number 5 is, what is it like to be human? And what is it like to be human? You're actually a little bit struggling today. I want to sit in the ether today. I want to sit in the excitement of the birthday today. I want to sit in that movement of, yay, everybody, let's have a party. And you're going to have some duties that are calling you. Something's going to be bringing you down, and you're going to go. I don't know if it's a bill paying a day. You may get a bill that you didn't expect. But the reality of being an adult and being a human is going to come in today, and it's going to kind of drag you down from the excitement and happiness of celebrating another trip around the sun. And you're going to kind of go, oh gosh, do I have to deal with that right now? Can't I just have a play day? And it's going to be, no, you have to come down and be a human and be an adult today in this aspect. So it's either going to be a bill, or someone's going to tell you something that's going to kind of drag you down a little bit. And just celebrate it. And also, you're sitting in love today. I know that one's almost worn out, but love. And when you sit in the love, through the eyes of love, love yourself. This is turning all that information inward today. So give love to you, to yourself, to what you need today, and to what you desire today. So happy birthday to me. Big hugs to me. Happy birthday to me. And I know I got to adult today, and I know I got to be a human, but boy, I'm going to enjoy this moment, and then get on with your day. And then throughout your day, stop and just give yourself another big hug and say, yeah, me, I got it. So love yourself today. You're also sitting, ooh, this card was, no, this, you got one of these cards instead. That's interesting. And it's telling you and understanding, this is a new understanding of you. This is understanding problem solving, getting out of the cage. You kind of got yourself locked into a cage here. And now's the time to get out. You find the way out of this. You can find the way out of what you're dealing with. And maybe that's where the adulting comes in. I got to do this. I can't just celebrate and sit in safety of the cage. I got to get out where it's not safe anymore. So get out and enjoy your life. You got it. Whew, that's a good one. Okay, Loisha, good morning, my dear. I trust you are well. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Some days, you never know, I tell you. I'm sitting in the zero count today. So that zero count, you're sitting in the zero count. Maybe I am too. I don't know. So you're sitting in the zero count today, that zero of everything. What do you want? What are your dreams? What are your hopes? Write them all down and really, really tap into it. Actually, your book of life is kind of calling in, saying, ask her to come back and revisit and do a little bit more of her book of life today. There's new insights that are going to wake up from filling in some of that book of life today. That's very interesting. That's what it's telling you to do. And you're sitting in sex today. So is that sexual energy, that sexual buildup today. Spend some time actually enjoying who you are. Explore your own body today. Explore yourself today. And spend some time as you're brushing your hair. Really, really take a good look at your hair and feel it. Every brush, how it feels from the top all the way down, Feel the texture of it throughout it. Spend some time with your hair today and actually really, really get into the energy of it. There's something else happening in that energy. And as you're doing this, you will get another awakening, another message from something. Not exactly sure where that's going, but that's what's going to happen. You're also looking at compromise. And it's asking you, to find balance, because you're out of balance at the moment, to find the balance in joy and demands. And what is the difference between joy and demand and the busyness of, so I can be busy doing what I feel that I'm having fun doing, but I can be so busy doing these things that I'm not spending time in balance, that I'm a little out of balance because I'm always doing that and I'm not stopped. So it's asking you to spend some time to slow down and stop and have a balanced day. Yes, you can have an active day, but still find time within that day to have quiet time where there's nothing bothering you, nothing getting around you. Spend time, an hour or 2 hours, just on a book. And if that's your book of life, then work on that book of life, because it is calling. So just spend that quiet time today, even though it's a busy day. Okay. Excuse me. That's interesting. And my throat is just driving me. So Elf, good morning. Can I get a stone, please? Absolutely. Sending so much love. Thank you so much. And I'm sure glad that my computer's working again. Oh, gosh. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, back down to the south of that wheel. And a few people are sitting in that south today. That's the emotions. These emotions are going to be really peaked today. And I wonder if it has something to do with the moon movement and energy, how that's all kind of tying together. Like I said, I don't sit in where the moon cycles are, but I'm gathering something big has happened because your emotions are charged today. And you may find that you go through a whole bunch of different emotions. I'm sad, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm all these things, and you're going to bop around and you're going to feel a little bit like a ping pong ball today. And just know that as it's happening, it's okay. It was planned, it's all set up. I'm going to feel it, so I'm going to name it, claim it, and then I'm going to let it go so I don't have to keep holding on to it. So name it, claim it, and release it. You're also sitting in defeat today. So you can feel a little bit, this one here may be the overriding one today of I feel really defeated. Everything I'm trying isn't working, or the burdens are starting to stack up and I'm feeling the pressure of the burdens. It's actually, that's more of what it's telling me. I'm feeling the pressures of the burden stacking up on me, and I'm feeling tighter self. And now I've got all these other emotions today to deal with. So I'm dealing with these emotions. I'm dealing with the burdens that are coming along. So try to find, even though there's those two things are weighing you down today, find some joy, because joy is also an emotion. Love, happiness, excitement. So every time you feel one of those negative emotions, know that you can do the flip. So as soon as you feel the negative, name it, claim it, release it, then bring in the happiness, bring in the joy, bring the excitement, do something, laugh out loud. Find a book of jokes, or pull up on Google a joke every so often throughout the day. Just try to get yourself in that happy mood, because today's burdens could try to drag you down a little bit. You're also sitting in the turning in, which is pretty much what I just said. So that is that turning in. Look at all the negginess in the back. So if you can find that joy, happiness, and stillness, then all that stuff that's going along in that background, the burdens that are sitting there, everything that's sitting there, that defeat, the negative, just let it go. Just say, yeah, I don't have to deal with you right now. You go back there. I'm going to find some happiness and some joy, and I'm going to do something today to find the balance of that, so that other stuff doesn't take over. Okay. Ooh, it's a big day for you. Let's go to Debbie Marcellus. Good morning, Grandma. Reading, please. You absolutely can. And again, I'm sorry for being late this morning. So you're sitting in number 4, the animals. Those animals, oh my gosh. And the animals are sitting up and around you, and they're actually calling your attention. I want you to pay attention today, though, on the wild animals. Maybe a bird is actually it's either a bird, a deer, something. There's a wild animal, not a captivity animal, but an animal that is a wilder animal. It's going to be catching your eye, and you go, well, you shouldn't be here, or that shouldn't be happening right now. And when you see it, you'll know it. You'll go, oh my gosh, that's what she's talking about. So when you feel it and you see it, just stop for a moment. Just sink all your energy down and send your energy to that animal, and just send love to that animal and ask it what you should do right now. What now are you trying to show me? And get out of your head. And if it doesn't give you an answer right away, don't worry about it. Just, hey, thank you. And what are you trying to show me? Oh, gee, I didn't get anything. That's okay. Just bring it in and say, thank you for being here. And then throughout the next little while after that, within an hour or so, just keep reminiscing on, where was I when I saw it? What information could I derive from seeing that animal? And if I think of that animal on its own, what are its attributes, and how can I bring those attributes into my life right now? There's other ways we can get around that if you don't get an actual message, okay? But it does have a message for you. Ooh, woohoo! And you're sitting in seeking. I'm seeking the answers today, and you kind of are. So you're seeking that answer. I'm seeking direction. I'm seeking someone to show me something, and this beautiful animal is going to show you something, and it will help get you the answers that you're seeking right now. That you're looking for some insight into something, almost like a researcher. I'm looking for some insight. Those answers are there, and I think that well, no, I know that animal will assist you in getting that answer. You're also sitting in the transformation. I'm in the middle of changing. I'm in the middle of changing my thinking, changing my being, changing who I am, and it can be a little bit confusing at times, not only for yourself but for others, because others still look at you from the you that they knew from a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and they're putting you in that same category where you've changed now, and you no longer are that person anymore. So I have that happen to me all the time too. So all I do is I just say, you know what, you haven't been around for a while, you really don't know the new me. Let's get to know each other as to where I am now, not where I was. And it startles people because they're not used to being spoken to like that. But give them a chance to catch their breath, and then continue on with just being the beautiful you as you transform into the next phase of your life. It's a perfect day for that. Um, who else am I looking at here? Luisha Elf. I think I got you all. Holy smokes. I didn't have a lot of different people. Oh, there's Paul. Oh, I got a whole screen here. I guess I do. Paul, hello, grandmother. We're traveling on the highway. You're on the highway night right now. Holy, busy South Carolina. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. And I just hope that you just have the best time. And absolutely, let's give one for Paul as he's on the road going on his holiday. And you are in moon movement and energy, which is number 9. Number 9 is moon movement and energy. There's lots of stuff happening, and you're in that transformation too, caught up in this, like we all are, in whatever's happening on this energy wave. It literally is going to be things moving, and whatever that moon cycle is, which is going to be my task when I get off of here, is to take a look, what is happening in the moon, why is this calling my attention so much? So either it's a retrograde is happening, or there is something happening with the moon today, the phase of the moon. Pay attention to it, do a little bit of research in it, and find out where you're sitting from your end of the world, and then know that this is going to affect your day today. It's going to affect your mood, it's going to affect everything around you, but not just you, it's going to affect those around you as well. So it's almost like the collective of humans are being affected by whatever this moon cycle is happening, or whatever is happening. So and I'm, like I said, you'll never find me, I'm not normally one that does that, but you're sitting in that. And even though you're sitting in, I'm traveling and I'm excited and I'm going on this beautiful adventure here for the holidays, you can be sitting in a little bit loneliness today. Even though I'm around people and I'm doing things, I feel a little bit that I'm not quite part of the group. Although I'm with the group, there's something I feel different. You can be in a group of 1,000 people and just feel that you just are a little bit different than everyone else. My energy is a little bit different than everyone's. I don't quite fit in. That kind of is the energy that you may be fitting in today. So you may be standing back. I'm watching all these beautiful people. I'm watching all this beautiful stuff, but I don't feel like I've quite got myself into the picture yet. And that could have something to do with this cycle of this moon energy. But that is definitely what you're sitting in. And as you're sitting in it, don't worry about it. Just sit back, relax about it, and just, it's okay. It'll pass. And you're beyond illusion. And maybe that's part of the issue here, is that I can see what others can't see, and I can hear what others can't hear, and I'm connected to myself, and I see the disconnect from others. And it's okay. If you feel like that, you feel like that. Just let it happen. Watch it, smile about it, send out love to those that you're watching that are not sitting in that new awareness or that energy, and just send, you know what, they're all working on their own path where they are, and allow yourself the vision from far, and really, really enjoy the moment of this confusion and the loneliness, because it's okay to sit in that once in a while too. Woo! The big one for you. Now let's see where we are. Now I'm going to go to Tia. Good morning, Tia. I had two girls when I was a daycare teacher and instructor or teacher, whatever. I had Tia and Sia, and they were so cute. And Tia was very, very creative. So Tia, you are in 5, 10, 15, and 1 is 16. 16 of the earth count is the great teachers itself. And we're going to pull this great teacher. So whatever you're feeling today is going to be really, really amplified. And you're sitting in honesty. The truth of it is, can be a really interesting one to sit in. So when you are out, sometimes we tell little white lies, right? Little white lies get us far. We don't hurt somebody's feelings, blah, blah, blah. But it's asking you for no little white lies today, to actually come through and speak of the truth of it is. The truth of it is. So if you don't really want to hurt someone's feeling, then maybe just say, you know what, I'm going to get back to you on that tomorrow because today's not a day for the truth, for the little white lies. So anything you say today, really think before you respond. And then the truth of it is blah, blah, blah. And sometimes the truth of it is a little bit harder to admit or to say, and allow yourself to recognize what the actual truth of it is. Break it down. Say maybe put 2 or 3 sentences together, then break it down to 1 sentence, then break it down to 3 words. That is the core of it. So that is the truth of it. Okay. So it's quite an interesting day for you. I think you might be people might be pushing your buttons a little bit today. And you're also sitting in healing. So as these buttons are being pushed, there's this healing process that is happening in your body. If you honor your body and you look at the truth of it as throughout the day, if you're looking at the truth of it, and it can be anything. So let's assume, I don't know, I got a bellyache. And the truth of it is I got a bellyache because, well, then what am I holding down? What chakra is being represented there? Is it my solar plex where I'm sitting in fear? Is it in my root chakra where I don't safety and the beginning of that connection to earth? Is it in my solar plexus? So where is it and what am I feeling today? And the truth of it is, so let's assume I had a headache. I would say, oh, you know what? The truth of it is you haven't been getting enough sleep or drinking enough water, and you are opening yourself up to getting this headache. So you're causing it yourself. So the truth of it is I'm not caring for myself. So pay attention to what your truth is of it, of whatever's going on in your body. You'll know when you feel it. Okay. Ooh, it's a big one. It's a day for turning inward. That's for sure. Excuse me. Good morning. Okay, so Tia, that's where the truth of it comes in. What is specifically between me and Leo, and actually, what is the truth of it? How do you feel? So my first thing would be to you. Close your eyes. How do I feel? The first word that comes to you. So maybe you feel excited, maybe you feel depressed, maybe you feel hurt, abandoned, I don't know. Whatever the truth of it is, that is that first word. That's what you need to work on in order to heal whatever you're going through. So that's how I would spin those two into this reading. I hope that helps you. Let's see. Natalie, good morning. Could I get a stone reading, please? Absolutely. Natalie, you are a green circle with an N in it, and you are sitting in 5 and 1 is 6. Holy smokes. So many of you are way down in that south quarters of like that south side of the medicine wheel. So that is actually in the southeast of the medicine wheel, the 6, that's spirit. But that's also the ancestors that, oh man, you there's somebody who has passed fairly recently, which is a relative. And they're trying to say goodbye to you, and they're leaving you messages. So, and they're asking you, are you seeing the messages that we're leaving? Because we're not acknowledging if you are. And I'm going to say by recently past, probably within the last 3 to 6 months. And this person that is whether it be a family member or a friend, has been like all of a sudden the lights will be on when you thought they were turned off. A picture will have been turned around. Something odd will happen, and you go, "Oh, I wonder what's that about." You'll find a feather where you shouldn't have found a feather, or money, or whatever. This person is trying to say, I'm just letting you know that I'm still with you, and that the connection is still there, and they're just sending you good wishes as well. Don't know who it is, but that's kind of what's happening. And you're also sitting in the conditioning. We get conditioned to just blow stuff off. It's just a coincidence. Well, it's not a coincidence. These things are happening on purpose to give you this message. Don't blow it off. When you see it out of the ordinary, stop and say thank you. Now, I've had that happen to me several times. And when that happens, and I haven't lost anybody recently, I know that there's someone that is trying to get my attention. So I just close my eyes and I say, thank you, whoever you are, for leaving that for me. And I'm sending you love. And I just acknowledge them that way, even if I don't know who it is. So you may want to try that. Luisha, yes, I needed to hear that. Thank you. Now we're down to Natalie, I think. Yeah. Did I not do Natalie? Yeah, I did. Okay. Woo. Okay. Hold on. I got a big long row here. Now, Mary, good morning, Mary. I actually was going to do one this morning for you first off the hop, and then I couldn't get on, and I kept fiddling with the computer for like 15 minutes. And finally, when I got on, I had forgotten to do it. So I'm doing you now. So thanks for popping in. And I hope you got the message yesterday that I did for you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 of the earth count. It's that final one, the end of, the conclusion of, it's done. So whatever you've been struggling with, fighting with, whatever you have been dealing with, put an end to it, put a period on the end of it and let her go. You don't have to keep recycling it and reliving it, because it's coming over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's like you're spinning it, but not only are you spinning it the way it was, you're now adding things to the way it could be, or the way it should be, or the way it will be in the next time we have an encounter. And so it's going like this over and over again. Let it go. Let it does, and literally it just is. If I could have t-shirts with it just is, that's what I would do. It just is. You can't change it. You just got to put a period to it and let it end. Quit dragging it along with you. The more you drag it along with you, the heavier it gets, and the harder it is to pull along. So just let it go. Put an end to it. I'm done with it. And that's karmic tie cutting. So pull it out. I release you. Release you. Now, for me, I name it. So I name it, whether it be fear of success. So here it comes in, fear of success. There, I named it. Ooh, I feel the way that feels. Oh my gosh, what would happen if I'm successful? I see all these things. Some people will be angry. Some people will be happy. Some people will maybe try to manipulate me. Okay, so I've claimed it. I pull it out. I release you. I'm going to let it go. Whoosh, out the other side. Okay, so name it, claim it, let it go. But karmic tie cut it off as well. Also, hold on. You're also sitting in patience today. So patience, I'm sitting in that patience. Have patience with yourself. It's a long journey. We're going to keep doing this, and literally we do things over again. So even though you may be able to release it, let it go, it's going to creep in another situation, and you'll know that you've truly released it when it no longer triggers you, when you no longer are fighting with those emotional thoughts that you're playing over and over and over again. And you're also sitting in the letting. I swear I did not pull this on purpose. Letting go. It's time to let it go. Quit carrying it around. It's okay. Let it go. I hope that helps you. Let's go to Rhoda. Hey, good morning, Rhoda. Isn't it wonderful that I'm saying your name properly now? And you're sitting on 5 and 2 is 7. 7, that's the sacred dreams of life. What brings you joy? Can you laugh and play and have some fun today? So bring out that little girl in you, bring out that feistiness of you, and bring out the wonder of everything today. So throughout the day, really look at the day through the child's eyes, the wonderment of, as humans, we kind of get conditioned not to dance in the rain or do a twirl in the middle of an aisle or or do something odd that people are not expecting. Today's the day to get out there, have fun, and do something odd. Put your clothes on backwards, do something funny. Just wear your hair different, put color on yourself. Just get out there and have fun. Be the little kid today and really have fun. Laugh today. Find laughter in whatever you're doing today, okay? You're sitting in the center of feelings. So your feelings are going to be pretty much activated today. So as you're having fun today, watch others around you, how it makes them feel. Now, if you're out and about in a crowd, I do this all the time, but when you're out in a crowd, put on the biggest bloody smile you can and get out there and laugh and smile, and then look directly at anybody, and then look them in the eyes and smile. Do you know, I have had people actually stop and come over to me and say, "Do we know each other?" And I say, "No, we don't. My name's Karen. How are you?" And they go, "I thought that you were just smiling at me." I said, "I was. I just came to say hello." And they don't know what to say, because, and if you watch people, they put their heads down and they stay in their own lane. They don't interact. So when someone catches their eye and they're smiling at them, a lot of people are taken off guard. I wish we could do that more. I make a challenge to myself every time I get out in around public to do that to somebody, and it makes me feel good. And then I notice that their body changes. They lift themselves up a little bit, have a smile on their face, and they are inclined to smile at someone else. And I love that, because we can spread love that way, right? So get out there and smile and have fun today. I hope that helps you. And did I do yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. Okay, and I'm going to pull another card because I'm not sure if I pulled a card for you. And it says the lovers. Get out there and spread love. Spread love. Get out there and just love her up. And just smile, smile, smile. Let your heart sing today. Ooh, I like that one. Tia, hi. Is this a different Tia? I think it is. Might be. No, it's not. Okay, it's the same one. Okay. Woo. Okay, Sean L. And you guys all know each other. That's cool. Any guidance messages? Well, let's find out, Sean. You're sitting in number 4. Number 4 is in the north of the medicine wheel. That's the animals, but it's also the mind, and it's also your recapitulation animal. So your recapitulation animal is the animal of the mind, and the animal that helps you process things and let go of things. And it's called recapitulation because it'll relive a story over and over. So ask your animals just for a little bit of help today in acknowledging what's going on, where you're at, but then allowing you to just do the release and let go. And if something really traumatic happens today, that recapitulation animal has your back. They will take whatever is, and so the recapitulation animal is responsible for soul retrievals as well. So when they see something really traumatic happen to you, rather than having you go crazy from that, they grab that little piece of you and they put it away, tuck it away for safekeeping. That's their job. And once they tuck that away for safekeeping, after you've done the work to heal that piece of you, it allows that to come back. So if you've been doing any healing work, ask the recapitulation animal just to do a scan, and do they need to bring a little piece of you back? If so, allow them to do that. If not, it's okay. Then it's just be aware, what piece do I need to work on right now? Am I working on this event or that event, or what is traumatic in your life that you're hanging on to and you find your thoughts always roam to? That was the time to start working on them and allow that recapitulation animal to help you work through it, okay? It's pretty cool to do. Also, you're sitting in care today. So you're sitting in care, self-care, care of self. So really, really work with that recapitulation animal and spend some time slowing down and actually doing something nice for yourself. Get out and buy yourself a card. Have you ever done that? Gone to a card store and bought yourself a card that just says, "I love you," just for you. for yourself. We're always doing it for someone else. We're always doing something nice for someone else. Do something nice for yourself today. Just be special today. Maybe buy yourself some flowers. Buy yourself something, okay? And you're also sitting in guidance. You're looking for some guidance today. I'm looking for someone that will help me walk this path. I want to change. I want to do all that healing that I have to do, and trust that there are those people out there. And I'm not going to say, hey, come to me, although I'm going to say, hey, come to me. But there are other people as well. Go to whoever is calling you. Go to your person and go to someone that you trust, that you know that you can just verbally get the sounds out and speak your truth. And you're not going to be judged every which way. But Sunday, you're going to be able to get breakthrough. Because once we use our words and break the chains that we are hiding behind, they no longer have power over us. So that's what I'm to do. Find someone that is your confidant, that you can speak your truth, get it out there, and then it has no hold on you anymore, and allow that healing process to start. And that's exactly what that recapitulation animal does. Okay. Woo-wee! Big one today. We had not a lot of people on, but we definitely had a lot of big emotional stuff happening. Tamara, hey Tamara, good morning. T with a red circle with a white T in it. So I'm going to make sure I got the right person. And you are sitting with 5, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14. That's up at the north of the medicine wheel. We've been either sitting in the direct north or direct south for the most of these readings. And that again is the recapitulation animal. So you're sitting in that. And this is the spirit of all animals. So we're bringing in the spirit of all our power animals together. So you really have all your animals working with you today. We've got 9 power animals that work on our medicine wheel. So you have your center animal, which is the kind of the office manager that pays attention to everybody. But then you got the animals that have their specialty work. So in the east of the wheel, you have your warrior animal. That brings you a little bit of oomph, help get through this. And you have your healer animal, which really works on your body and helps your body kind of let go of things and moves you around, helps you heal. You have the birth animal in the south. You have the recapitulation animal in the north, which works in our mind. You have the shadow animal that hides down there. It's the black and white of us that we don't always want to see. You may have some of those peeking out today, but you also have the dreamer animal that balances that shadow animal, because that is the joy and the fun of life. Then we have our death animal. Death animal comes in and out of every lifetime we come into. So it knows us from way back when, however many lifetimes we've come. We've been with that death animal. That death animal is our best ally. So that helps us every time we are working through the death and the rebirth process. We're working with the death animal literally every day, every moment of every day. So allow that death animal to work its magic today. We have the past life animal that he's busy coordinating. Okay, I got to bring this memory in from a past life, and we're letting that memory go from a past life. And so they're all juggling and doing their work today. But you may feel it today. You may feel all that support going on, and just kind of just close your eyes and go, hey, animals, do your thing. And thank you very much. And allow yourself to sit in the magic of those animals. That's what they're there to do. That's what they're there to help you with. And I'm going to pull, actually, it's asking for 2 cards today. So it's asking for the trust the call. So that is trust those animals. That's why they're there. They're trusting the call and trust that they are working with you. And it's also sitting in the existence of. So in your existence of who you are this beautiful star seed that's come here to be a human. And all these animals in the lower world they sit in, but in the and all that means is it's another dimension. It doesn't mean anything demony or anything like that. It's just a lower dimension, but they're all sitting in this and they're helping you and they're working together. And as they are being your support, they're holding you up so that you can dare to dream. And all these beautiful things that starseed of you chose to do in this lifetime, they're helping you get there. So celebrate them, work with them, dance with them today. I hope that helps everybody. And I hope that you all had a really good reading today. And wow, it's been my pleasure to come to you. And sorry I was a little bit late, but this computer was not helping. And I was able to work through it tomorrow. Today is my shamanic day. So what that means is I do videos all day today. And don't forget, I have the stone reading class. So if you're looking at learning how to read stones, that starts on the 8th of January. And it's an online course, and there's 3 levels. You can learn to do it just for yourself, or you can actually get certified and learn how to do it for other people, where you get a real cool certificate and you work from there. There's hardly anybody out there doing stone readings. Actually, I don't even know one person that is. So I learned the stone, the earth count through Lightning Bolt. And the book Lightning Bolt has them in that. And it's something that I started doing just on my own, and then just started every day. I would call in another stone and another stone. And then I developed what's called an earth count prayer. And then I really started working this earth count because it changed my life, changed my viewpoint. It changed how I connected to nature. And I have done the earth count probably 40, 50 times, if not more. I've been doing it for 5, 6 years now. And then I started, someone just asked me to do something for them. So I thought, I'll do a stone reading. So I pulled an earth count stone to see where they were sitting. And then this happened. So this grew. And as this grew, then I'm getting other people going, I wish I could do that. Where do I learn it? And no one's teaching it. So I'll teach it, and I'll get you out there. And I learn with my animals. My animals are my best teachers. And so I learn with them, and I move with them, and I allow that happening. So allow yourself to sit in that beautiful, beautiful energy of that. And I just see Klazina just popped in. So Klazina, yes, I can grab you a stone. You almost missed me, but because I'm rambling away, so you're sitting at 6, 7, 8, 8 of the cycles of natural law. This is that movement of, so you're right now, you're moving through a different cycle in your life, and you're in the phases of your life. So we go from young to old, we go from winter, spring, summer, fall, we go into that turning in time to the springtime where we want to get out and reshuffle. But it's telling you now's the time to start preparing indoors, to snuggle in, to get your cave. Is actually showing me a cave with old blankets and lots of furs and pillows and books, and just get that little cave like that. I won't say man cave, but a woman cave. Just get that little cubby space for you where you feel so relaxed, and you have your music, you have everything in this little area. I see pillows and blankets and all that around you, so you can just snuggle in and read your book and just enjoy some time to self. It's time to turn inward, a time to sit in calm and peace. So that's kind of what's calling today. You're also sitting in water in the south, so you're not sitting in a great teacher, but you are sitting in an element, and the element of water means tears. You still got a lot of tears locked up in there. Now's the time to let them go. So when you're sitting in that beautiful space, let them go. Allow all that stuff to flow from you, because you don't need to hold on to it anymore. And Kazina, you're also sitting in the ground from the root. Open that root chakra, and that's where we find our peace. So put on some really good music that soothes you. Allow yourself to tap in, cover up with a nice blanket, snuggle into that pillow, and really feel that music and allow those tears to flow, much like we do with breath work. Okay, so try that at home. I think you'll find more things are going to come out for you. Whoa. Okay. Oh, we got someone else just peeped on. BEEB, I think, is what I'm reading. First time here. Like the energy, very hesitant with people that call themselves shamans. Absolutely. And I'm not a shaman. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, actually. I live the shamanic lifestyle. I am not a shaman. I think of a shaman who is someone born into this, who lives in the Amazon. I live in the country. I got chickens and turkeys, and I live out in the country. I have lived a life of absolute craziness, and I've been in survival mode all my life. I tapped into the energy of shamanism. I actually thought I was taking a course just in learning about shamans, and ended up finding out that what it is, it's a healing course. And I cried and cried, and I peeled back the layers. And ever since then, I have been hooked on it. So I do not call myself a shaman, nor would I ever. I am a person who lives the shamanic lifestyle. I teach shamanism so that not people are coming as shamans, but so that they can find their own path within nature, within their own life cycle, because we each are different and unique within ourselves. So that's kind of where I sit. So let me pull a stone for you and see what the stones say. Ooh. And this is the third one. I've got 3 sets of stones in here. So they're the third person today. You are sitting in the beautiful beginning of everything. So I followed the Hopi and the Mayan traditions, just so you know. And the Hopis or the Mayans were the first to bring in the letter or the number 0 so that we could do the count. And actually it was the Mayans who, it was the Galactic Masters gave the teachings to the Mayans, who gave the teachings to the Hopi, who spread the word throughout the world. And that is just a love, nature, care. And that is the great teachers that we sit in. But you're sitting in the everything. Everything is awakened and around you, and everything can come to life. It's how we view the world. So how do you choose to project out? So how do I see every person? I say it's called seeing through your lens. We all see through our own lenses. So take anything that I say or anyone else says with a grain of salt. If it rings true to you, wonderful. If it doesn't, just let it go and allow that lens to look at the world. If you can put love as your number 1 top, then everything else seems to have more of a meaning, even when it's the crappy stuff, even when it's the people name calling and arguing and all that stuff. Just if you can look at it, those people are very wounded, very sore, have gone through that. I've been that person too. I've been that angry person. And it's allow yourself and others without judgment to just sit in love. So that's the stone you're sitting in today. You're also sitting in a great teacher, and the great teacher that you're sitting in here is raw power. Raw power. And what does raw power mean to you? So raw power, if you were to think of it, if I was to own what power has, for every time we have power, hold power, we have to be very careful with it, because we can actually do damage with power. So it comes with a consequence. So if you have a raw power, where will you use it, and can you use it to your benefit and without changing someone else's book of life? So turn inward, turn that raw power inward. What can I do today to make my life better, to make myself happy, to get one more step towards where I want to be and go that way? If whatever it is throughout the day, does that get me to my end goal? If the answer is no, don't do it today. Just today, just allow yourself to say, not today, I'll do it another day. But right now I'm going to only do what gets me to where I want to be today. You're also sitting in, I'm just wondering, I've got 3 different decks here. So I was wondering what deck was wanting to be called. You're sitting in the rainbow. The rainbow is everything. That is every color of the rainbow. We are all facets of every color. Every emotion has a color. Everything around us has an energy field, an energy emotion, an energy color, a string, and feel today. That's heightened. Woo, because you're in the everything. And because you're in the everything, your senses are very aware. And I don't get to see color. So it's not one of my medicines, we call it. I see black and white normally, and I can feel energy, taste energy, but I don't see energy. But it's asking, if you see energy, your color visions are going to be wide open today. And that energy is going to be all around you today. So celebrate that. Thank you very much. Saying I'm never alone because of all the colors. Absolutely. I love that. And you're right. Embrace yourself in the colors. And one of my best meditations is to get some really nice music. I love flute music, but Native American flute music, but whatever music calls you. And I close my eyes and I just allow myself to drift into, I call it the colors, because literally it's colors. And there's colors that aren't even here on this earth. and they come, I allow my body to drift into them and allow them to wrap themselves like ribbons around me and warm me and soothe me and just relax me as I'm sitting in this beautiful music. So I like to find music that's usually about a half an hour long, and I just allow myself that time to just drift. Sometimes I will have visions, sometimes I won't, but I'm just allowing the colors to soothe my body, to soothe me. And I always feel so much better after I've done that. So it might be something that you want to try today. I hope that you have a great day. And again, thanks everyone for joining. Like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. It's funny. My goal was to have eventually 1,000 people watching, and I'm pretty thrilled. I'm not quite at 200 yet. So I'm just getting going on this. I really fought it at first when my friend told me that she thought that I should get out there and get seen a little more. And I actually never liked my body. I didn't like myself long enough. And I would look at myself like this much. I wouldn't look at the rest of me. And then to get out on a video was like, whoa, exposure to the world. And so I'm just getting out there doing my thing and just enjoying the world, because I think that we really need to spread a lot of love, because there's so much divide in the world. And my goal is to not divide. I don't dance in that field anymore. I choose not to. So I love you all. Enjoyed watching your readings. Thank you so much. And Debbie, blessings to you. Blessings to you too, Debbie. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.